So we've added the formatting here. So the reason why I was doing it in the code is because I'm in design view. Some of you are in live view, and if you're in live view, we'll do this next one in live view. You can select down here, and you can add classes inside of live view as well. The one thing that we just have to keep in mind is down here, for instance, with our table data, we have the flexibility in our properties panel to change the horizontal, so we can do center right here, and we can center our text. It's very tough to see right now, but the other thing we need to do is add a break between policy and copyright. And so what you have to do is hit shift return, holding shift and then return or enter after policy, so you can get it so it's 2 lines. And you're gonna have to double click if you're in live view. In the properties panel, if you just click on the table data, you can go to the properties and click there. So if I click right here, see your properties panel might be collapsed. You might need to expand that properties panel, and then you're going to do horizontal center. Then you'll double click into your text, put your cursor after privacy policy, and then hit shift return. So you have the copyright at the bottom, and then you'll have the terms of use up here. So while I'm in here, I'm going to highlight terms of use, and I'm going to select this hyperlink, and I'm just going to type in terms.html, and then I'm going to highlight privacy policy. I'm going to click on this hyperlink, and I'm going to type in policy. Terms.html, and then this is policy.html. So I'm in live view while I'm doing this, which is why I get these. They're slightly different behaviors if you're in live view versus design view. Are you in live view? So terms.html and policy.html. And then just hit return. Now what we want to do is we'd like to format all of this. So what we'll do is in this table data down here, I'm going to click off of the text, and I'm going to click back down. So I'm going to click off of the text, so I'm off of it, and then I'm going to click back down, so I'm on this TD. So when I click on this, I see something that says TD. I'm going to click this plus sign, and I'm going to add a class called footer. So in our code, can you see what it just did? We did it manually last time, but now in this table data, it added a class called footer. So it did it for us. Everyone gets that? Okay. So once we're done there, we're going to go into our CSS designer again. We should see something called .footer added to our style. We're going to click on the T again. And for this one, we're going to set our color for the text to BBE 565. BBE 565. Alright, so it's BBE 565. We're going to adjust the font size on this so it's smaller. We'll set it to 11 pixels. Alright, so one of the things I've also noted here is that the links here need to be this pink color, right? Not the blue. So I could fix this a few ways. I can change the global links so they're all pink, or I can do it specific to this footer. What I'm going to do now is we're going to actually adjust the overall text, so all the text is Verdana globally in the site, and then we're also going to say that any hyperlink is now going to be pink. Okay, and the reason why we're going to do that is because this is a style that I might want for the entire website, not just for this section. When we recreate this, we'll go over doing it just for this section, but since I want this for the entire site, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in Dreamweaver, go into my properties panel. I'm going to go to design view. So I switched to design view. Down here, I left live view and I went to design view. And in my properties panel, I should see something called page properties. Again, if you don't see page properties, make sure that you expand this little bottom part of it and click on page properties. So here we can define the overall look and feel of our font, and this is supposed to be Verdana. So I'm going to just look for a here we go. I see Verdana right there, so I'll just pick this one. For the text color, I'll leave that alone for now. If we keep going down here, we'll see links. I'm going to click on links, and all I'm going to do for the links is adjust the color. And so the color is going to be FF93D0. Or you can just pick a pink. If you wanted to, you could pick a pink. Okay, right now we can keep always underlined because that's the style, and we'll click OK. And what we should see is that our I must have not hit return. What we'll see is that our hyperlinks should turn pink, and then our text should be all sans serif font. That work for everybody? Yeah, I had to highlight it and it didn't take because I didn't hit return, so the hyperlink didn't take. So I just had to redo it. Alright, so when I look at this, the one thing I want to do is add padding on the top and the bottom of my text. I think it's still butting up. So try to add padding on the top and bottom by yourself of this text right here. Try 15 pixels, top and bottom. So the way you would have done that is you would have just gone to content in your CSS designer. And then you would have found the padding and you would have just added 15 pixels on the top and on the bottom. So save that, preview it. Yeah. All your images aren't there. So just look at your links. So they're all linked to the. They need to be relative, so they need to all go from images. So I should say images space or GIF. So you get rid of anything that has the folder slices.
Oh, I keep hitting
Doc
it just
type.
says doc type must be first.
Yeah, we don't have it on top.
So I just gotta get
We
rid
need
of
the on top of HTML. You'd add doc the doc type.
okay.
But
I think you just kind of delete them. So I just need the original. So like, let me see what mine says. It's probably the same thing.
no. So you
Yeah,
want
it's
to
just
highlight
images
it.
and then. It's just images and then
Oh, interesting. Okay. So click on. Click back on.
Spaced out.
No, we don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't have any links.
So there's no.
Yeah, we don't have any other file. All we have is.
So it should be.
So right there. Type in. See link.
There we go. That's the. Wait, let me see if there's a.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, yeah, you're good. I just want to make sure. I need to go to that. No.